welcome to Pop Off the Clock.
Woo!
I'm Brenda.
I was waiting for your name. And I'm Yoseline. Thanks for tuning in once again. Another week of doing this thing.
This is the 1 year edition, guys. And I'm actually going to keep the music playing that way because we're celebrating 1 year. 1 year of Pop. We've been bringing you week by week, or at least trying to.
I think we've been pretty consistent.
Yeah,
there has been moments where even in holiday weeks, we had done it, but I think we've only taken total 4 episodes that we've missed, or not even really because we had the book club, but we've been pretty consistent.
We found ways to keep our viewers,
keep the content flowing.
Yeah, exactly, which
yes.
I'm happy about because this was just kind of a little idea that turned into something that was fun, and there are people that watch this, believe it or not.
I was so I can't believe we've been doing this for a year.
Me either.
Yes.
I can't believe, I feel like we've been, even from when we started, we didn't even have to do a chemistry test. It just kind of happened, and it's been flowing ever since.
It's been flowing, but yeah.
And
peep the balloons,
beautiful decorations,
the cakes all caked up by Rose. Rose Gonzalez made these creations. She's local here, and they are so beautiful, and so thankful that they were given to us, and I'm excited to eat it though.
Yeah, me too. It looks really good. So thank you for Yoseline and Chloe for thinking up all this. We really wanted to make this one special because we had mentioned we were going to make it special.
And technically our anniversary was October 9th. That was the first day, but the 9th didn't land on the day we recorded, and then it kind of went by, and I'm like, wait, we need to celebrate our 1 year, but we're also close to our 50th episode, so I'm like, let's just do it, because then we get into Halloween, and then we get into Thanksgiving, and it's just gonna get lost.
And also, we are in the middle of moving, so our news station is moving into a new building, so that means completely changing the way we do things here, and it's going to be similar to how we do things here as well. So a lot of changes ahead, but we did want to definitely celebrate.
That's another thing too. We also don't know if in the upcoming future we might have to disconnect for a week or two because we're moving to a new building and technology doesn't always work out as planned. So we just wanted to celebrate, and it's so funny to me because it is very much a passion project. It's like a side hustle for us within work. A side hustle within work. It's a passion project that I think it's growing. It's on a trajectory of gaining, some respect in this building.
Some respect in this building and on YouTube.
But I can only imagine if we, I feel like we don't, you know what I mean?
I feel you.
I know. I don't want to say it, but
you
know what I'm saying.
It's crazy how, projects like these can become an overnight success just from even the viewers themselves, the consistency, and they share it. And
so I just think we're we have so much to do, but we've done a lot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Here, this is the first time our station, and I don't even know, maybe the I'm not going to speak for the company, but it's the first time. There's no blueprint for this, what we're doing here. We just kind of figured out how to make it work.
Yeah.
And so, it's been so much fun that you all enjoy it. We enjoy it. And
we've been doing it for a year.
Yeah. A whole year of fun.
Pop. Just kidding. Pop, I'll get it.
We can pop some at the end.
But we're so excited to continue, and I know the holidays are coming, but we just wanted to pat ourselves in the back.
Yeah.
It's really what it was.
And thank you guys for keeping us on the air.
Yeah. Or
and our bosses. Ow.
Yeah, it's thank you for giving us enough attention for our bosses not to rip it away. They're not that. They're not
Pull the plug.
It's whether it's even if it's just a little bit of us, I feel like we're consistent.
It's a community.
It's consistency. And yes, I'm so excited. And I think big changes are coming, as in visually, and
a lot's in store for you guys for this next year, for year 2 of Pop.
Yeah.
It's going to be
should
a little
we start
bit
season 2? Should we
start
season
2? That'd be
instead
that'd be
of
cool.
because we're episode 50, should we eventually be season 2 episode 1?
Yeah, that'd be cool if we get to 50. and then just start a new season after 50.
Okay, I guess
we'll
maybe
get
that's
back to you guys on that decision.
Community
but on
effort
this
here.
1 year episode, we are going to be going back to typical topics because we are Swifties. So Swiftie is a much part of this community.
It's a big weekend for us.
Yeah, it is a big weekend for us. And a lot of Swifties yet on Wednesday got to see the queen herself, as well as another queen. We'll get into all of the hoopla.
Absolutely. And then it's a couple that I never thought I'd,
super random.
We have a model and an actor, and they've been spotted out. Are they hot together? Absolutely. It's a pairing I never thought I'd mention together. Another absolutely.
I have a hot take on this couple.
Okay. And then another couple, once again, back in the headlines after being on a hiatus, really, we're hearing, I'm just going to say her name, Jada Pinkett Smith.
I'm just like, Jada, why do you consistently do this?
And she's back in the headlines, coming out with a memoir. We're getting glimpses of like, what are they called? Things from their books.
Oh, my head.
Blurbs from the book, and it's causing some scandal. And I want your take. Brenda, because I'm so over it. I'm so over it. But yeah, those are kind of our top headlines, and we're going to go into the fast ones. But we do need to acknowledge just stuff that's happening in the world.
Yes, absolutely.
As you know, we are news people, and we're very aware of what's happening in the world. Israel, all the travesty. Hamas, it's all happening over there. So we just ask for you guys to, be educated as news people. We want you guys to know what's happening, because that is the most important thing.
Do research on what is actually going on if you do not know. I mean, it's important to just know what's going on, not even in your own community, in your own country, but globally as well.
Yes. So we know what's going on over there because we are news people. We are aware. But we also know that we are very privileged that we get to escape from that sad reality for some people, and we have this show, and that's kind of what we're gonna do. We're just gonna be a
moment of escapism for everybody. I mean, I know a lot of you all are doing your homework on the situation, but hopefully this could be just an hour of your time to just think about something different for a moment, but just continuing to think of that past this
absolutely
time.
So we don't want to gloss over it.
Yeah, we're not taking away from what is going on in the world, but sometimes we need a little bit of a timeout to enjoy the little things that are going on.
And again, we know how privileged we are for that, and we're just gonna continue our own show. And hopefully, if you're being consumed by the kind of travesty that's happening in the world, we hope that we could just distract you a little bit, and then we'll go back to reality.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we understand, we love celebrity news, but
we know the real news too.
We know
that's why when we're on the clock, that's all we've been talking about.
Absolutely. So let's just start with our first story, because it just came down a couple hours ago. This one's for you, Bad Bunny.
Yes,
he's set to drop his 5th album, Nadie sabe lo que va a pasar mañana, Friday morning. What happened?
Okay, really quickly, Celine. I know I'm good at Spanish, but you're going to need to translate that for me really quick.
Nadie sabe lo que va a pasar mañana. No one knows what will happen tomorrow.
Okay, that's what because it was really fast, because sometimes I know Spanish.
Providing translation since 1991. So I know I like Bad Bunny, but you're a huge Bad Bunny.
I loved Un Verano Sin Ti, like I said a lot of times. So I'm really excited how this is gonna follow up that smash album. So it's coming out Friday. So hopefully you all already started listening to it. I don't know, I kind of get nervous listening to new albums because I don't know how I'm going to feel. The first time I listen to it, I don't like it. And then the second time, I fully enjoy it, if that makes sense.
Okay, speaking of that topic, I'm not head over heels for Olivia Rodrigo's second album yet.
Oh, really?
Where the first one, I could listen to it from top to bottom, or at least recognize a couple good songs. I just haven't gotten into it.
See, like I said, I like the more energy ones. The more chill ballad ones, I still need to get into.
But we'll ask
keep
you next
posted.
week. We'll ask you next week about Bad Bunny for sure. What's your take in? And speaking of music, ACL well. Austin City Limits is second weekend happening this weekend, and we
no offense, I completely forgot about it last weekend.
And honestly, like, I was looking back, and not a lot of headlines.
No, not big headline.
One article that said 10 celebrities spotted at ACL, and I could only recognize 3 of them, which was Jared Leto, Matthew McConaughey, and Venus Williams.
I think there was a lot of TikTokers.
Oh, and Zach
Brian, right?
Zach,
Brian?
no, Zach, Shazam guy. He lives in Austin.
Oh, I don't know.
He's the actor that from, like, My Name's...
That came out in Shazam?
Yeah, he's Shazam. Like, he's a mean superhero.
Like the kid version or the adult version?
The new one, the adult version.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Braff? No. Levi. Zach Levi? No.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he was... Yeah. Him.
Nothing major. I just heard that the night Kendrick was headlining, which is Friday, that he was an hour late, something with this plane, and so then they had to shut off the music while he was performing because of the curfew.
I am really sad that I'm not there, because I really want to see Hosier, and he's one of the artists, but I don't want to, like, I just want to see him, and I'm not going to pay the money that boy sold out all his tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was trying to go to, like, either, like, California or maybe somewhere else in Texas, even maybe New York. I don't know. But he sold out. And
maybe he'll open up more dates. You never know.
After his Europe portion, maybe.
They do that sometimes.
They do, actually.
Especially since it's very popular.
Yeah, because the tour came out with the album, and then the album kind of is picking up. But
see, like, it's like one days aren't really worth it either. So. Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Just watch him by himself.
I'll just DM him and be like, "Hey, Hosier."
Just be like, "We'll talk about you on Pop-Up."
Please, just give me a one-on-one. But yeah, let's go on to other stuff. So, Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner have come to a temporary custody agreement. The two shared a statement in People, saying, after a productive and successful mediation, we have agreed that the children will spend time equally in loving homes in both the U.S. and U.K. We look forward to being great co-parents. I looked into a little bit more of the thing, and the agreement is only up to the new year. And it's basically every 20 days, the kids go back from
so tough.
Like, they'll be with her through October, like now to like towards the end of October, and then they'll be with him through Thanksgiving, and then they'll be with her through Christmas, and then they have to come to a new agreement by January 1st, or unless
Dang,
that's a lot of traveling.
That is between two ponds,
and they are allowed to be in the UK.
Well, I assume they probably have dual citizenship, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
They must.
But that has come to an agreement.
That's tough. Well, I hope that they are able to, by Christmas, figure out a solution. Because, I mean, at that point, you're already going to be going through the motions of going back and forth. That you hopefully can figure that out.
Hopefully it works out, because then it has to be starting all over. Speaking of starting all over, Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez both have agreed to end their marriage quickly and apparently amicably. In regards to the money, Dalton will receive a one-time payment of $1,250,000, approximately. You don't need to know that in euros, from Grande. Therefore, after, he will not be entitled to any further financial support and pension. I know it had to do with their prenup. They were like trying to like iron out some stuff, and that's what they came to an agreement.
He got €1 million?
No, so they like it's $1,250,000, and then this article like converted it to euros to 1,180 euros.
I was like, does he live in Europe?
Yeah, I don't know where I got this from, but yeah.
I mean, I was expecting it.
I
didn't expect it to be this fast, but he got $1 million.
I want to know what that prenup, like, girl, get a better prenup. Like, it should have just been like
nothing.
We walk
you just
away.
Keep your assets, and I keep my assets.
Yeah, unless they bought a house together, and that's like.
And I hate to speculate, because obviously, like, it's not my life, it's their personal life, but there could have been a clause in there with infidelity, maybe.
Oh, there could have been
an infidelity clause, and then
that's true. Ooh, good thinking, Brenda. Investigative reporter.
That's from watching Suits, guys.
Are you done with that?
I'm not. I actually was kind of getting tired of watching it.
I took a break. I took a break. I'm back on it though. I'm back on it. Let's see. 6 months after Addison Timlin filed for divorce from her husband of 3 years, the Bear star Jeremy Allen White, the former couple has reportedly arrived at a custody agreement for their 2 children. According to court documents reviewed by several news outlets, the arrangement requires White to be tested for alcohol anytime he's with his daughters.
Yikes. Eesh. I mean, I don't know if that was like her suspicion. He was like, yeah, I'll do it. Or if it was for like a reason. Yeah.
Like, ugh. That stuff is public record.
Yeah. And I don't know if you had that in there, but he is going to be doing a movie with Zac Efron soon. So
yes, I'm excited for that. It's about
wrestling, a family wrestling.
Wrestlers. I love
Interesting haircuts.
I know, it's a little out there. So Raquel Leviss, you guys remember her? She's trying to create some positivity from the fallout of her month-long affair with her former Vanderpump Rules co-star Tom Sandoval, which ended his 9-year relationship with Ariana Madix. The 29-year-old is auctioning off her charity to Telltale style items linked to their secret romance. So she is auctioning off her golden lightning bolt necklace and her infamous Tom hooded sweatshirt, and we all know
what my God, I didn't know she was selling the sweatshirt too.
Do you think anyone would buy that?
I think honestly people are psycho. No, that came out wrong. People are very intense fans, or they just kind of want like, I had this from this time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think definitely maybe super fans are going to try to, I don't think it's going to go for a super big price, but I think it'll go for some
couple
money,
hundred.
Which I'm like, she is kind of doing her best to make changes in her life, which I appreciate. Mm-hmm. I mean, at least this is it's charity, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope so. I should have said this earlier, but whatever. You know, Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny, they recently were spotted heading out with their fashionable entrance to the Luis Miguel concert held at Madison Square Garden in the heart of New York City.
So I just learned today through TikTok that Luis Miguel and Mariah Carey dated.
Yeah, they had like a really long relationship.
I saw the pictures and I'm like, this is not real life. A lot of people were saying like, is this like Kendall and Bad Bunny coded? Because like, does he mostly speak Spanish or did he speak English too?
I think he did speak English, but he's just mostly
like he just sings Spanish.
Yeah,
and mostly speaks
but it not like he's English and happens to speak Spanish. It's sing Spanish, happens to speak English.
So similar to
Bad Bunny.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it is kind of interesting that Kendall and him went together and that he dated Mariah Carey. I think that's so funny. We Belong Together was written about him. I didn't know that either.
Really? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. It was on the TikTok comments, so I don't 100% trust it.
Maybe the timeline matches up.
Yeah.
So other couple news, Emma Chamberlain and role model have reportedly split. The 22-year-old social media tastemaker and entrepreneur and the musician have broken up after more than 3 years together, sources told E! News. Representatives for Chamberlain and role model did not respond to people's requests for comment.
So it was originally on Du Moi. Somebody said that in Paris they overheard her say that they broke up. And then it was confirmed shortly thereafter, but I had no idea his name was role model.
I don't know what his birth government name is, but
when I first read the headline, I thought it said a role model, and I'm like, how do you know that he's a role model?
I can't with you. Okay, so check this out. So a Houston woman is suing the producers of the Netflix show Love is Blind after she said she was sexually assaulted by another contestant during the filming of the show's 5th season. Tran Ding claims that in addition to being sexually assaulted, she was falsely imprisoned by the show's producers. The producers and Smith attorney issued a statement denying the allegations. According to the lawsuit, the participants' phone, passport, wallet, identification information were all taken by the producers. Now, regarding to the sexual assault, it happens when the couples end up in a hotel right after they match, and that she felt uncomfortable being there and they wouldn't let her go, and that the man exposed himself and groped her during that encounter. And yeah, so right now it's heading to court.
That show really needs to reassess because there's just so many things that come out about it, about the conditions and everything. And honestly, like this season, this new season, it's not even like they're not even compatible. No one even cares.
Yeah, I think it's now to the part of
just
like
running out of steam at this point.
It's getting to the point where like people are now just going like for the fame.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the first season was the best one, I believe, because it was so new. No one signed up for the real reasons. Now it's just fame.
I agree. They need to really like maybe just cut that out of the
start all over.
Yeah.
So another story we have. This makes me happy. I'm excited to see what this turns into. So nearly 20 years after the cult classic film Mean Girls first graced our screens and made its inedible pink-hued mark on pop culture forever, news of a film reunion has surfaced when 3 of the movie major cast members, Lindsay Lohan, Amanda Seyfried, and Lacey Chabert, were spotted filming what has been reported as a commercial project together in Los Angeles earlier this week. I think it's gonna be a Super Bowl.
I was about to say Super Bowl commercial. It has to be.
Where's Rachel McAdams?
The amount of money that they pay for commercials, that amount of talent to reunite them, of course.
That's like Super Bowl material.
I'm excited to see it. I'm curious as to what angle they'll go for.
Yeah. And Britney Spears grabs dinner with Maluma and J Balvin. Maluma posted the picture of the trio taking a moment for dinner and drinks, but it's nothing much. No other information was shared about why they met, music collaboration. Just a picture posted on Instagram.
And her book is coming out soon.
And which they say there's going to be a famous co-narrator.
Yeah.
Who do you think could be? Jamie Lynn Spears.
Who could it be?
Drew Barrymore?
Maybe.
I could see that. But why?
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of who she's really close with that's a celebrity that would do it.
Drew Barrymore.
Remember
the wedding
they went
picture?
to the wedding. Imagine Selena Gomez.
Yeah, that's
that'd be so awkward. Picture. Yeah.
So other news, we have Billy Ray Cyrus and singer-songwriter Fire Rose tied the knot on Tuesday. That's all the information.
That's all you need.
Yeah. I will say this. The newlywed shared a series of photos from their rustic wedding. Of course, it was rustic.
Was the mom's wedding rustic?
No, she was like very Malibu rocker, tattoos.
Yeah.
I tried. The reason I was trying to look into is if any of the kids were there, but none of the articles stated if the kids were there.
Yikes.
The articles were more of like they posted
photos,
the pictures. Yeah.
Like the People magazine spread.
Well, Barbie co-stars Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie are set to star in the upcoming Ocean's 11 prequel movie. Though neither one has publicly spoken about the project, we've got the latest information about the developing film, according to People.
I like the Ocean. I think I only just saw the first one, but I did like Ocean's 11, and I like the women's one, Ocean's 13. So, I mean, I really like Margot and Ryan as collaborators. Is she the new Emma to Ryan?
Probably. I'm a sucker for like a good spy movie.
Oh yeah,
I love that stuff.
Really? That's your thing?
I love like National Treasure.
Oh yes.
What is another good like like I would go watch all those like Uncle. Did you ever watch Uncle?
No, but what is it? The one with Taron Egerton?
Oh yes, the Gentleman's
that one.
Kingsman.
I love the Kings.
I love that too.
One.
So I love that kind of stuff. Like I'm a sucker for.
Did not know this about Yoselin.
Yes,
You should be a spy for Halloween.
Okay, when I was little, like that's what I would tell people I wanted to be when I grow up.
A spy.
A spy. Did you ever watch Totally Spy? The cartoon?
No, I didn't. But I remember the Lindsay Lohan movie?
Get a Clue?
Get a Clue?
Get a Clue. There's nothing you can do.
I loved that movie.
That's
I loved all the outfits.
Yes.
Everything.
Oh my God, we need to watch
favorite
that.
movies.
Okay, but...
Let's going on
I know. So former United States women national team soccer players Ashlyn Harris and Allie Krieger have called it quits after nearly 4 years of marriage. They were one of the most like prominent recognizable female soccer players. And yeah, they
Are
were
they
actually
on the same team?
Yeah.
How awkward.
Well, yeah, they were both on the national team together, but I think they both retired.
Oh, okay. I'm like, how awkward to play with your
Ex.
on the field.
So Brooke Burke and Derek Huff seem to have chemistry during their time competing together on Dancing with the Stars, and now we know why. Brooke was recently a guest on former Dancing with the Stars pro Cheryl Burke's, they have the same last name, podcast, Sex, Lies, and Spray Tans, and spoke about pairing with Huff for season 7 of Dancing with the Stars competition back in 2008. She's coming out with a book. In the book, she kind of like talks about like the tension and all that stuff. And during the podcast, she said, I actually hope we would have had a love affair, and I don't think I've ever said that before. I don't know. I think it's
I've
cringe.
never been into Derek Huff, so I'm like, ugh.
Okay, now I see him like good looking man. If you see Derek Huff in 2008,
oh, he was way cuter.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think he looked just so like
a baby.
Yeah. But it's just so cringe. Like Derek Huff just got
he was
married.
Like cositas.
Cositas. Imagine you getting married to Derek Huff not even a month ago, and then these are the headlines.
Brooke Burke's like, yeah, I wanted him. Speaking of Dancing with the Stars, really quickly, have you seen the new episode?
Yes.
I love Jason Mraz. He is phenomenal.
No, he's gonna win it.
Oh yeah, and I was not expecting Jason Mraz to be at the top of the top.
I thought he was gonna be like, I
thought he was gonna be an average like dancer, but I was like,
when they're like Jason Mraz, I'm like, Jason, my man, like, I'm sorry, you're just not gonna stand out. And then he dances, and I'm like, Jason, this is your calling.
Yeah. And Ariana's been doing pretty good.
Last week she was really bad.
Oh yeah, with the rumba. Yeah, it was not good.
I don't agree with her scores this week. I think they were
a little too high. I think that they keep scoring Charity not good, and I'm like, she does good.
I think Sochi and Charity were better than Ariana.
Yeah. Well, I haven't finished the episode.
Okay.
I'm up to. They just the guy who plays football. I forget his name.
Oh, I forgot his name too. I kind of skipped through him.
He just performed, and he wasn't very good. Sometimes I'm just like. It's very wholesome TV because you're just like, oh, they're so cute. You want them to succeed.
I fast forward to people.
Allison Hanning, I love her. She's so cute.
I fast forwarded through her. But
I just wanted to say that
this
really
week. Do you know who gets out? Oh yeah, I told you yesterday.
Yeah.
Tyson Beckford and Jenna Johnson.
Surprised.
I wasn't surprised. I love Jenna though.
I know she just had a baby.
She looks
like, poor
so
girl.
Good.
Like.
But I do like though, like last year she wasn't in it because she was actually pregnant.
Yeah.
It was when Gabby, the Bachelorette, was partners with Val. Jenna choreographed their finale because like her husband like included her because she wasn't in part of it because she was pregnant. So she choreographed their whole finale piece. I don't know what you call it. So I do like that Val still like brings her in for stuff.
Oh yeah, and I'm sad that I couldn't see her. I mean, I know that they still do the dancing like with the teams,
they're still
but
the crew.
I wanted to see her be a coach for a little bit longer because I haven't seen her as a coach. But I don't know. I do like this group, and I didn't know Mira Sorvino. She's from Romeo and Michelle.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Really didn't.
I did not connect the dots.
Okay, so let's talk about Julia Fox. She's back in the headlines because she's coming out with
talk about her.
With a book, Down the Drain.
Is everyone coming out with the book?
For real, do I need to come out with the book? So Down the Drain, it kind of goes over like her being born and raised in New York, like her drug addiction as a teen, clubbing as a teen, getting a tattoo at the age of 12. Like it goes through that, but I'm going to get straight to the good part that you guys all care about. So Julia Fox took care when writing about her relationship with the rapper Kanye West, whom she only describes in the book as the artist, but it's super obvious that it's him. She wrote about how they met after he asked a friend of a friend for her number, and soon they were having hour-long phone calls before they met in person in Miami over New Year's Eve. The day after they met, he invited her to dinner where he bluntly asked her, "Would you want to be my girlfriend?" He added, "How would you feel about taking the relationship public. Fox wrote that she shot down the idea at first, but she said he told her, "If you're worried about me embarrassing you, I wouldn't do that. You have a son, and my mom was a single mom." Then, however, she agreed, and it kind of goes into how he controlled what she would wear. And one time during a fitting, he's like, I could get you a boob job. And that said that, that just, hit her, and basically that's the headline.
I will never forget when all of those photos of her in that hotel room and they're trying on clothes. That is the Roman Empire. I'm just kidding.
She said that there was a point where they went on a date and a stylist took her into the restroom to try on clothes to change. And he's like, "Why can't he just tell me he didn't like my clothes?"
Was it people were clapping at a restaurant when they were making out, or no? I think that was something else. I don't remember.
That was
just I don't know. That was just such a crazy time.
Okay, and this just last headline, I believe. Yes, quick headline. So much for quick, right? Taylor Swift fans are slamming Olivia Wilde after the "Don't Worry, Darling" director shared a tweet on her Instagram story, saying that she wished Swift was in love with a climate scientist. The post immediately caused a bad blood between Wilde and Swift's legions of fans. Sorry, I get it, but also, who is Olivia Wilde to say S word? Sneered one fan on X, formerly Twitter. "I don't remember Harry Styles restoring the ozone when they were dating."
Olivia Wilde, you just need to not sometimes. Girl, the world's gonna go after you.
I can't, but yeah. So
and really quickly, SNL is back, guys.
Oh yes, I forgot.
Mr. Pete Davidson is gonna be taking the helm with Ice Spice.
I'm excited to see if they're gonna make fun of him.
And is Taylor gonna go visit her friend on SNL on Saturday night? I mean, she might go to the game Sunday. We'll get into Taylor in just a second.
That's a great thing.
Right? It's a great theory. All right. I know, right? All right. Well, I think that's it for our headlines. That's a wrap on that.
We really do need to make these headlines shorter. I'm not even going to lie.
Hey, we got to 32, so I think we're doing better than we typically do.
Yeah, we do. Let's get to the meaty, gritty, juicy gossip happening. So Jada Pinkett Smith, who is promoting her new memoir, Worthy, says that Chris Rock asked her on a date prior to husband Will Smith slapping the comedian at the 2022 Oscar ceremony. The Matrix actress writes about Rock asking her on a date in Worthy, according to People. In an interview with a publication that published online Wednesday, Pinkett Smith said that Rock followed media reports claiming that following media reports that she and Smith were set to divorce. So he asked her out because there was rumors during that time. During a Wednesday interview with Hoda on Tuesday, Pinkett Smith revealed that she and Smith have lived separate lives since 2016, but do not plan to legally divorce. They tied the knot in 1997 and have 2 adult children, Jada and Willow. In her interview with People, Pinkett Smith also said that she has not spoken to Rock since Smith slapped the comedian on stage during the Academy Awards television.
I love all of the tweets, I don't even know, are they called X's? I love all of them where they're Jada just finds every opportunity to embarrass Will Smith.
And then I didn't write this down, but she basically kind of alludes to the fact that maybe the slap or Chris had nothing to do with the dig, but because I turned him down. I don't know. I
don't think it did, but I'm just Will, why did you feel the need to go up there then if you aren't if you're separated from your wife? I mean, I get she's still your wife, you want to defend her, but you literally lost your career.
I'm just confused. So if they haven't been together, they're separated. Legally, they're together. And the fact that,
did she actually then have an affair with that guy? When did that happen?
That has to be.
I'm trying to figure out what year that was.
That was recent, a couple summers ago. You have to remember that this guy that she had an affair with was only a couple years older than her son because they were friends.
Because I'm then why does it matter then? that she had an affair if they're
An
separated.
entanglement. Like, why were you apologizing for an entanglement?
And why was he crying on your show about how you hurt him if you all aren't even together?
Like, it shouldn't have hurt him because you guys aren't
well, we're separated,
yes.
but like you aren't together. I don't know. I don't get it.
And then why? Okay, do you think they're not legally divorced because of tax purposes?
I think they're just not legally divorced because I think they hold so much power with their names together.
True. Jada,
that
Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, I think that they hold so much power as a couple. To separate it would be too complicated. That way, that's why they're just separated and they could live their own lives. But it's like, then why is it a bad thing if another spouse has an affair with somebody?
Now, do you think if they were to separate, being devalued, it'd come for her? Right? Like, she would have to drop the Smith last name. Like,
maybe.
Like, do you really think it would affect him if they were divorcing? I don't think so. I think he'd be thriving, to be honest with you. I feel like women would love
definitely
to date
like
Smith.
See him a lot differently because this whole imagery of him is right now that he's, below Jada. And that she is.
But don't you think if they would get to divorce, if they were to get divorced, the headlines would be like, "Oh, that's Jada, Will's ex." It would never be Will. That's Jada's ex-husband.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
or actually, I feel like they hold power in their own names, but they hold so much more power together.
Yeah.
Like, do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce would ever get a divorce? I think they would separate. But they hold so much power together.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It's more like now like a mafia, like a family thing. We're just family. We're not romantically
They're the Smiths. You know what I'm saying? Like, they hold a brand. That's what I'm trying to say. They are a brand at this point.
But then why come out with the truth if you're trying to protect the brand? Because
to
now,
sell books.
Now I'm just like,
I'm just kidding.
You guys aren't together. Like, I don't know.
And why does he get so affected by your actions if you aren't together? And if it's been so long, I mean, when was the Oscar slap? Last year?
2 years.
2 years ago?
2022.
2022. That is
a year ago. A year and a half ago.
22.
It was like March 2022.
That is 16 years after 2016. That is like 8 years after getting separated. Why are you so bothered?
Yeah, it's just complicated.
Then again, because Jada got sensitive because of her alopecia. So I don't know. Then why get affected by it? Was it even an affair then? Was it just the entanglement? Is that why she called it an entanglement?
Maybe.
Because
technically it wasn't an affair because you guys are in agreement.
And then why were they bothered about the rumors that they weren't together then years ago when
they weren't together?
Chris Rock asked her on a date. Why did you know what I'm saying? Like, why be bothered then if this has been the situation all along? I don't know.
I don't know.
Just finding every opportunity to just confuse us even more. You all do a good job at that.
That's funny. I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. Do you think it will help her sell? Like,
I think that she's gonna sell good. I think she's gonna sell books. Yeah, I don't know. I probably won't read it.
I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Okay, so other celebrity couple news. We have Gigi Hadid and Bradley Cooper are having fun together. Well, after the model and the maestro star were spotted together in New York City twice in the last several days, a source tells people the two are enjoying getting to know each other, but are keeping things casual for now. They're having fun, the source says. She's independent, busy, and her days are filled with responsibility, so I don't see anything serious happening right now. However, the insider revealed that Hadid, 28, has had sort of a crush on Cooper for a while and might be open to exploring more than a friendship with the actor who is 48.
Did you already mention that Irina set them up?
I read that. I didn't, and we didn't get into that.
Yeah, apparently Irina
introduced them. Introduced them or set them up.
I think it was an introduction in I know you'll like him kind of way.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, guys, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think Bradley Cooper's cute. I'm sorry.
I think he's cute. I just don't see it.
He gives me blah. He just seems like such a blah person. I don't know. You're going from like Leonardo DiCaprio to Bradley Cooper. Is this like a trend?
I don't know. I like Bradley Cooper. I think he's cute. I just don't see it. I don't see
Even looking at the pictures, I'm like, friends?
Yeah.
It
parents.
doesn't feel like, support group.
Support group, yeah.
I just don't see romantic. Maybe for them it is romantic. I don't see it longevity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see that.
Giving a shelf life on this one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Gigi.
Well, they're just having fun anyway, so we'll see. I
don't know, Gigi. Jeez. I mean, you go from Zayn to like these middle-aged actors.
I don't know. I mean, she's so mature.
She's gorgeous.
She is gorgeous.
I mean, yes, maturity, but who else could you picture Miss Hadid with?
Not a lot of people.
No, I can't either.
Like who?
I don't know.
I wouldn't need to see her with like a businessman, not like specifically a celebrity. Like something like what's her name? Miranda Kerr did.
Miranda Kerr. Oh yeah. And really quickly, speaking of the Hadid, so I had seen that it was really quickly on TikTok, and I don't know if it was true because it was on Dumois. I'm like going down this rabbit. So you know how Bella was dating that artist, that skinny guy Mark, for a long time. They broke up. Apparently, one of their old friends, the Simi sisters, you know how one of them is dating Abel?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the other sisters was spotted with Mark by Dumois. And I'm like, y'all are just, obsessed with them and their boyfriends then.
That's really weird.
I feel like a lot of people are obsessed with their exes because, like, Selena dated Abel and allegedly Zayn. I guess they picked good ones, but I don't know.
Well, at least
I just felt like adding that in there.
That's like weird. The coincidence is too creepy. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like I'd purposely like not try to date.
Especially if it looks weird optically. Like my sister's dating her ex, and now I'm dating her other ex. Like that's just so. I don't know.
Well, let's talk about what we really want to talk about today. Taylor Swift era's film. Of
course.
So Taylor Swift was a vision in blue as she hit the red carpet for the Los Angeles premiere of Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour concert film. The 33-year-old songstress and Grammy winner wore a strapless Oscar de la Renta gown made out of textured floral cutouts. The gown featured a fitted bodice and flowing skirt with a high-low hem. She matched the gown with blue eyeshadow and added a pop of color with a bright red lip. I didn't really like her makeup. To accessorize, Swift wore diamond-studded earrings and coordinating diamond necklace. Her hair was worn up in a messy vintage-inspired look. After posing solo for photographs at the Grove's AMC Theater, Swift stood for snaps with director Sam Wrench, as well as the dancers and the band from the tour. She snapped selfies, too, with some of her loyal fans who had been standing and cheering for her arrival outside. Prior to hitting the red carpet, Swiftie revealed on social media that there would be additional early access showings of the highly anticipated film due to unprecedented demand. So, as we know, Beyonce was present at the red carpet, which at first I thought were photoshopped pictures, but then you see the Getty Image official thing, and Taylor Swift has now posted that picture, and I'm just like,
I am dying.
Queens.
Absolutely. When I woke up this morning, that's the photo I saw, and I'm like, is the world healing right now?
It's just because the whole thing of like, oh, now Beyonce's coming out with a film tour. Oh, I hope Taylor now goes to Beyonce's premiere.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's just,
and I think she will, because it's like respect sees respect, and I love that Beyonce was like, we are going to continue to keep this not summer, but now autumn of women, because we took over the summer, and now we're taking on a new season. It just shows that two fandoms don't have to argue over two powerful women. They both support each other, so we should all support one another.
I do have some news about the actual film. So some songs are cut out. So I've seen it on TikTok a million times. I think when compared to the Los Angeles set list, the ones that don't seem to be included in the film are Nobody No Crime, Long Live.
Okay, that one I can do without.
Wildest Dreams, The Archer, and Cardigan.
when does she sing Cardigan? Oh, it's like one of her last songs in that era, right? Okay, I'm okay with Archer because it's not one of my favorite songs. Nobody. I was really looking forward to Nobody No Crime.
Yeah, I guess because
you got to see them, Yo Celine. It's literally covering it's covering like all of the LA the week that she was there.
I'm excited to see it. I know you're going this weekend, right?
I'm going on Saturday. Yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes. I'll let you know what the vibe is inside the theater.
I know, because like
it's gonna be
the
interesting.
fact we also got videos from the premiere that Taylor Swift sat down with fans and watched the movie, and she was very much like dancing and
like doing her own dance routines,
which is okay.
Did you see Adam Sandler in the back, like waving his hands up in the air? Taylor Swift
is very much a millennial.
Oh, yeah. I love Taylor Swift, but her outfit was giving grandma compared to Beyonce.
I don't know. It was just like...
It was like the pearls.
It was just giving prom to me.
I was not a fan. I know 1989, that's the vibe right now, but I feel like you've had so many good red carpet looks up to this point. I think this was a miss in my opinion.
It was just very like, are you going to prom in like 2005?
Yeah,
I love Taylor Swift. It's not a hate. Yeah, I feel like she's like this gazelle, like this stoic beauty, legs for days, and you're giving me this half high and low hemline and red lips with blue eyeshadow.
And I know that I think it looked like the dress was originally too big on her because in the back, you know how it's like completely almost wrapped around her. I don't know if that's an adjustment. Because it like was so so big on her. I don't know. I just was like, man, I'm not a fan of the dress. You've had so many other great outfits. I'm like, stylist. This was like a.
I wonder who her stylist is.
Me too.
Like her makeup and makeup artists. Her makeup and stylist people like aren't very like. There must be like in-house. You know what I mean?
Because she has a simple makeup look. It's eyeliner,
sharp,
and like red lips.
The Pat McGrath, like
makeup.
Maybe they send like makeup artists like just to her. I'm not sure, but I could use a little bit more. But
yeah, I mean, it was really like I said, excited to see Beyonce. Maren Morris was there. Also, randomly Julia Garner.
Oh yeah, they're like besties.
Are they?
Like. I found that out yesterday.
I was like, I feel like Julia Garner just like pops up at random events and I'm like, how popular are you? I'm confused sometimes. She invited Adam Sandler. I'm like, why weren't we invited? Like, seriously.
Oh yeah, because when I think of Adam Sandler, like Brenda Camacho too.
I'm on the same level.
I know he went with his kids, his daughters.
Super cute. I mean, I just like taking time to take selfies, like doing the whole thing. And so, guys, it's not only a big weekend because the movie is coming out. We have another spotting. Another Taylor spotting. So today, Thursday, I checked online, guys. There was going to be rumors that Taylor was going to see Travis again play. Well, this was the day that she did that. She was in Kansas City on Thursday watching her man or her rumored man play on the field.
Is it even a rumored? I guess, like...
I like her outfit to the game more than I liked her outfit to the premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see more pictures from it, but I think I heard from the Thursday Night Football, the main host, he's like, we're going to tone it down on the Taylor coverage for sure. We heard from the fans, and we're going to tone it down a notch, which is good.
It's just like... show me her, but you don't have to like I don't need puns to the lyrics coming from like 50-year-old
like
men.
On the CG.
Like I don't need whatever
like trying to like we get it.
And it's always the same one. Shake It Off, Wildest Dreams, Blank Space. Like
and it's funny because I think of that when I'm writing things.
So I'm just like, no, if you're gonna commit to the big, give me some good like 7.
Be unique.
Be unique. 7. Clean. Breathe. Like give me those
little like hidden gems that only like Swifties would know. And he was interviewed this week saying that last year he won the Super Bowl. You'd think that he'd be on top of the world, but currently in present time he feels on top of the world.
I feel like he's on top.
I just feel like they're both on top of the world. Like She just had a movie premiere last night, and then is just going to the game tomorrow night. And then I would love to see, like I said earlier, I want to see Taylor go to SNL, see her girl Ice Spice perform, and then the next day go to Sunday Night Football to see the Kelsey brother play with the Eagles, going with Travis and Taylor.
I'll scream. But yeah, that's a look at our weekly celebrity headlines.
Our weekly, I thought you were going to say weekly Taylor headlines.
So, a weekly Taylor segment. That's basically what it is. But now let's head on over to a recap, which is...
let's do it.
The Golden Bachelor.
Like one of my favorite shows at this point.
The Golden Bachelors and Bachelor in Paradise. As you know, we are just 1 week behind, but let's get to week number 2. You're going to have to help me out because... I'm
going to pull up the sheet list of all the names of the contestants.
Was there only one one-on-one?
Yes, there was only one one-on-one, and
the rest
not actually on the group date. Not all of them were on the group date.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was who was on the one-on-one?
So the one-on-one this week,
I really like her.
I
think they're very much vibing.
It was Teresa.
Oh, Teresa. So him and her go. Okay, the driving on the highway. So
yeah, that got pretty bad fast.
So he's driving in the LA highway with her
a vintage car.
And he's just like, I'm not a driver. Like, I can't really see out here, which, by the way, I too cannot see with these lights out there. And it was just so cute. They ended up having a really good conversation about their life and like losing partners and how they're giving each other a second chance at love.
I cried. Like it's so good to see people who have lost try to start again.
Like I think it's good to see these people that already know what love is. So if they were to run into it again, they could identify it, unlike a 23-year-old who probably doesn't know the definition of like infatuated,
commitment,
lust, and love.
Exactly.
So I love them. I think they were so cute. They went to that diner, which was like a sing-along diner, which
I got pretty cringe.
And then when they kiss, it's so cringe.
It makes when he makes out with the women, it's not fun to watch.
It's not fun to watch, and I get it why. Like they're a little older. They're probably like haven't kissed anyone in several years because they're just older and haven't been in that. And then you're doing it in front of cameras, and it's just like the most awkward.
Teresa's she's infatuated with him.
The idea of him, yes.
Yeah.
And then we had the group date.
Yes.
Which it was like the photo shoot. And in that it was a little catty came out there.
A little bit because a lot of people wanted to be in the 60s outfit.
Yeah, Faith and someone else.
It was Faith and I believe Natasha were kind of going back and forth because they wanted to wear it was Leslie, the dancer.
Oh yes.
Faith wasn't on the date this week.
Faith was the biker girl.
Yeah.
It was Leslie the dancer.
Leslie the dancer and Natasha kind of got in a little tussle because they wanted to be the 70s girl. Leslie ended up having to be the rocker chick. But I'm like, you are a rock. Like, why are you?
She's like, this is what I got.
She's like, I don't like the 80s. And it's like, I feel like you wear what you wore. But during that date, it was Nancy who started to get very emotional because she chose the wedding dress, and she kind of had a little breakdown moment because she said that was the second time she's ever worn a wedding dress. The first time was when she got married, and that was the happiest day of her life. And so
these stories I'm like,
this show is so deep.
It's so deep. Like ABC, you don't know what you've done.
I know. I'm like, it gives me hope that like you can always find love, obviously, but to hear their stories, it's just like, you can move on from what you went through and be happy. Like, I just think they're so
adorable too. The drama's very minimal at this point. My still favorites, I still like Ellen, Edith, and who else?
There is the remaining ladies. I believe Susan is still there. That's Kris Jenner.
Kathy's still there. I love Kathy. I just don't see the connection.
They don't have the
I just liked Kathy as a character.
I think she's going to be more of a friend to him than anything.
And the first girl, what's her name again?
Faith?
Teresa.
Oh, Teresa.
So my favorites are Ellen, Teresa, and Edith.
So I was sad to see Natasha go, but definitely I feel like there was more of a friendship between them.
Natasha at the very end. Did you see it? Like, you guys
Oh, yeah. We need to be sitting down at these things.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the people that are a part of this. I do like Ellen. I feel like she and him have a lot in common. I don't know what happened in the episode. Sorry, it's because I saw it on Friday. Mm-hmm. What happened in the episode where it was like, wow, like, she might be the one? I feel like there was a moment in there where I texted her and I'm like, Susan is like killing it right now. I forgot, but I feel like I'm no, not Susan, Ellen. Sorry, I'm really liking Ellen. I feel like she is gonna go very far.
At this point, I think it's gonna be Ellen and Teresa.
Okay, I could see that.
Maybe Faith.
So the thing with Faith, I noticed in the trailer, I think she's gonna self-eliminate.
Oh yeah, they're
right?
like, I need to leave. And
yes, and he got really emotional over it. So I think that he did really like her, but I think she might end up self-eliminating in this episode.
Wow.
But it's been really good so far.
It's been good.
I love it.
You know what's been good too? Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh yeah, this season.
Like, I actually was like watching it. I remember last season I was fast forwarding through that, like, gotcha. Like,
they're changing the format for that, and I started noticing they started adding more Love Island elements to this.
Yes, like actual, like, questioning people, because it's usually like you buddy up and you're just in a corner and no drama. Like, once you like kind of leech onto
there's
your
never
person.
been games, like couple games, like so on Love Island they do a lot of like in group settings, like throwing shade, like they'll say, who do you think is like the least compatible couple or something. I noticed they've never done that on Bachelor in Paradise.
It gets, because after like the episode 4 and 5, which has been like a good 2 weeks, 3 weeks with people, like, people are just leech onto whoever. So you're never going to be like, hey, so do you have feelings for anyone else? So we need those games to like bring that to light. Like, yes, absolutely. Last season they did
the Casa Muerte where they swapped, which was smart.
Which was so smart, because it just kept things flowing and questioning their relationship. So we continued on with the whole Kylie, Will, and Avon situation. Avon came down. Kylie had
also what's her name? Olivia,
yes. So we all knew that it kind of ended in a way where Kylie came in saying that she was waiting for Avon, and but he wasn't there, so she started talking to Will, but Will had already kind of started something with Olivia, but Kylie stole him away, and then Avon came down, and then Kylie was like, bye, Will, and it just became a thing.
Went on a date with Avon, and
they were
so
like making
the way
out.
the tease made it seem like he wasn't gonna pick Kylie, but everything kind of went in Kylie's direction, like totally. Yeah. I'm like, that trailer literally was super misguided.
That trailer just made it seem like Olivia was gonna get him at the end, but no, he just like stuck with Kylie.
She didn't even pull him at any point. Like, the only time they actually spoke was when he was like, oh, I want to see if I want to go on a date with you. But aside from that, like, zero communication between them. I mean, I had a feeling Avon was going to be into her. I mean, he wouldn't be liking her posts.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
And I'm pretty sure there was, like, more than,
and
like,
Will is an idiot. Yeah. And it's, like, not surprising
and
at
it
all.
just was just, like, blah. And then we had Hannah Brown come in. Everyone thought that she was going to be there dating. And what's the guy that's with Rachel right now?
The guy that is with Rachel right now.
The Barbie, the Ken-looking guy.
Oh, Sean.
He was so happy Hannah Brown
was
there.
Absolutely. All the guys, like,
lit up.
But I'm like, do you all not follow social media? Like, it is so obvious that this girl is taken, like, 100%. So that's kind of like what the main focal point was having Hannah Brown as this host. And she came down and she basically was hosting this game where she just asked them specific questions, right?
Like, who would you... are you like, is there someone else you would come here to see? And then, like, do you have more than one person in mind? Very specific questions to the person.
My thing with Hannah Brown was she could not stop laughing.
Yeah.
Like, she knew it was coming. It's like, at least be a little bit, like, more cool about it. You're just like,
it's so fun. She asked that guy, what's his name? kind of like
Sean.
Like, is there someone else? And he's like, well, I came in here wanting to get to know Jess. And Jess's face was like
absolutely not.
But it was just so awkward.
That Hannah actually pulled people, and she started talking to them, and they thought that she was
getting to know them. She was just preparing her questions.
Yeah, which was super smart. But yeah, smart from producers. But yeah, that felt very Love Island coded, which I'm like, you need to start
coded.
I know, I'm really obsessed with saying coded. I feel like they need to start implementing these things because it moves the narrative along and it creates drama. It's like the easiest way to create the drama. And I feel like every question was perfect. I think Hannah was the worst host for it. She can't keep a straight face.
It should have been Wells.
Yeah, but I thought it was so clever.
He's like not really in the season.
Isn't. Which I'm like, poor guy, he's always been on the beach and they just give it to like Jesse and they kind of
Wells should have. Wells should have just taken over Bachelor in Paradise.
He should have. And so, yes.
And then after that, we just had the drama with Sam, Peter, and Scott. Is that his name?
Yes, because it was Peter, right?
Peter.
He was kind of the wild card that night.
He had a card. I mean, he had a rose, but he had not really made a connection with anyone. And he went up to Sam and kind of started talking about like this and this and this. The only issue, I don't know if I misunderstood, but he told the guys like, oh, I went to talk to Sam because I really liked her maturity, and I questioned the maturity that Scott, is that his name? Why does that sound like that's not his name?
It's Aaron S.
Oh, Aaron. Aaron S.
Yeah, I literally have the list here and I have not been looking.
Aaron S. And then Sean went to tell Aaron, being like, he said you're not mature. I don't know, which is like a bunch of BS.
So little kid like, but we did have Mercedes make a new connection with Will. So
I like that.
I loved it. Like that. I thought it was so cute. So obviously after this whole little Hannah Brown questionnaire, what's her name? Avon and Kylie came back from the date, and obviously Hannah asked them, how was the date? Do you feel like this is a stronger connection? Kylie, in a roundabout way, said yes. So Will started crying like a baby. And Mercedes went up to him and said, like, yeah, I thought that you were cute. Like, obviously you had your thing with Kylie. I let that happen, but I'm really interested in you.
Mercedes had just been dropped by Aaron B., who now is talking to Eliza.
Eliza had a little breakdown on this episode because of the...
Which I think it was just a little bit too much reaching, because Aaron B. was honest with her, and that's it's day one. Like, of course, he started talking to other girls, like, and he was so straightforward. Like, he did not linger.
Well, she was obsessed about the kiss, so he said, like, yeah, we made out,
and that's fine. Like, he didn't linger. He's like, no, like, I'm stopping it with her. He never, like, halfway. The other drama that kind of arose was from Brayden and Kat.
Oh, yeah.
She was asked during this Hannah B thing who else she was waiting for, and she mentioned two names. One of them is Tanner, and now we know because of the preview that Tanner is coming down.
Yeah, Tanner and some other guy, I don't know, but...
what was his name?
It kind of broke that spell in him where he was like, oh, well, she isn't here for me. She's here for the people on my season, basically.
Yeah. And then we got Tyler is coming back.
Yes, Tyler Norris. Because she said that she was interested in him too.
Was it? Oh yeah, Norris. She said Norris. Yes.
Yeah. So, it's gonna get spicy on the beach, and this season has been really good. They did eliminate a good chunk of women, including Olivia, Kat.
Not Olivia. Olivia got saved.
Oh yeah, she got saved by Peter, right?
It was Kat. The other
Brooklyn.
One. Brooklyn, Kat. Not Kat. Was that her name too? Kat.
Yeah, Kat, like Kat as the cat, and Greer.
Yeah.
And Greer, Kat, and Brooklyn were eliminated in last week's episode. Yeah, she was really trying. They were all really fighting for that rose at the end. I thought it was actually going to go to, what's her name? I thought it was going to go to Brooklyn for a second.
Yeah, me too.
Because it seemed like Peter kind of liked her, but I guess he went for Olivia. And I don't know if in the tease...
And he straight out says, because I think you deserve to stay here, not because I'm actually interested in you.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. But honestly, like so far, Bachelor nights have been pretty...
Yeah, they're good.
They've been pretty good. Guys, you all have been taking our notes. I'm glad.
Thanks, ABC. But yeah, just remember, Bachelor is now on Thursday nights. Golden Bachelor followed by Bachelor in Paradise.
And really quickly, guys, if you're a part of our book club, this is an image of what the book looks like.
It's so pretty.
So I know that's partially the reason why I wanted to read it. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zavine. I still need to learn how to pronounce her name, but you have until November, so next month, to read up on it.
I need to do that.
It's been good so far, so I think you all will like it. And
I think that's it.
just thank you all again for getting us to 1 year.
Yay for us. Thanks again. Just follow us on Instagram, Pop Off the Clock. You'll find the link there to our YouTube playlist. Thanks for watching.
Bye.